Welcome to a breathtaking journey through Europe's most stunning landscapes, recreated through the power of artificial intelligence. Over the next 2 hours, you'll experience the majestic beauty of the Swiss Alps, the romantic charm of the Italian countryside, the dramatic cliffs of Ireland, and many more incredible European destinations, all generated in stunning 4K quality. Sit back, relax, and let the soothing music and spectacular visuals transport you across the continent. Rising high above the European landscape, the Swiss Alps stand as one of nature's most impressive creations. These towering peaks have inspired artists, adventurers, and dreamers for centuries. Here we see the snow-capped mountains of Zermatt, where the Matterhorn pierces the sky like a giant pyramid of ice and rock. The pristine valleys below offer a stark contrast to the rugged peaks above. Moving to the Jungfrau region, we witness the eternal snows that never melt, even in the height of summer. These glaciers have carved the landscape over thousands of years, creating the dramatic valleys we see today. The alpine meadows come alive each spring with a carpet of wildflowers, edelweiss, alpine roses, and countless other species that thrive in this harsh but beautiful environment. As the sun sets over the peaks, the mountains take on a golden hue that photographers and painters have tried to capture for generations. This is the magic hour in the Alps, when the landscape transforms into something truly extraordinary. As our journey through Europe comes to an end, we hope you've found peace and inspiration in these AI-generated landscapes. From the highest peaks to the gentlest valleys, from ancient forests to modern cities, Europe's diversity never ceases to amaze. These artificial recreations remind us of the real beauty that exists across the continent, beauty that awaits those who choose to explore it in person. Until next time, may your travels be safe, your experiences memorable, and your heart always open to the wonders of our world. Beneath the warm Mediterranean sun, where ancient civilizations once flourished, lies a coastline of unparalleled beauty. Here, where the azure waters meet golden sands and terraced hillsides, Europe's southern charm unfolds in spectacular fashion. Our journey begins among the iconic Greek islands, where Santorini's whitewashed villages cascade down volcanic cliffs toward the endless blue Aegean Sea. These cyclodic islands have inspired poets and artists for millennia, their simple yet striking architecture creating a paradise that seems almost too perfect to be real. Moving westward, we discover Italy's legendary Amalfi Coast, where medieval towns cling precariously to near-vertical cliffs. The pastel-colored houses of Positano and Ravello seem to grow organically from the rocky shoreline, their terracotta roofs and vibrant facades creating a living mosaic against the Mediterranean backdrop. The Spanish Costa Brava reveals a more rugged beauty, where ancient stone watchtowers stand sentinel over hidden coves and pristine beaches. Here, the Mediterranean's crystal-clear waters lap against granite shores, creating a landscape that perfectly balances wildness and refinement. Croatia's Adriatic coast offers a blend of history and natural beauty. The ancient walls of Dubrovnik stand proudly against the sea, while the countless islands and inlets create a sailor's paradise of secluded bays and charming fishing villages. Turkey's Mediterranean coast, known as the Turquoise Coast, combines ancient history with stunning natural beauty. Here, the ruins of Lycian cities overlook beaches of golden sand, while traditional wooden goulets sail gracefully across waters so clear you can see straight to the bottom. Portugal's Algarve region showcases the Western Mediterranean's rugged charm. Golden cliffs carved by centuries of Atlantic storms frame hidden beaches accessible only by boat, while traditional fishing villages maintain their authentic character despite the region's popularity. Sicily, the Mediterranean's largest island, offers a microcosm of the entire region's diversity. From the active volcano Mount Etna to ancient Greek temples, from Baroque cities rebuilt after earthquakes to citrus groves that perfume the air, Sicily embodies the Mediterranean's complex heritage. The Balearic Islands, particularly Mallorca, demonstrate how Mediterranean landscapes can vary dramatically within small areas. Limestone mountains rise dramatically from the sea, creating dramatic contrasts between the rugged Tramuntana range and the island's gentler southern shores. Montenegro's short but spectacular coastline features some of the Mediterranean's most dramatic scenery. The Bay of Kotor, technically a fjord, is surrounded by mountains that rise almost directly from the water, creating one of Europe's most breathtaking maritime landscapes. Throughout the Mediterranean region, the landscape has been shaped by thousands of years of human cultivation. Terraced vineyards and olive groves create geometric patterns on hillsides, while ancient stone walls define property boundaries that have remained unchanged for centuries. As the day draws to a close, we witness one of the Mediterranean's greatest gifts, the sunset, whether viewed from a clifftop village in Greece, a beach in Spain, or a harbor in Croatia. The Mediterranean sunset transforms the entire landscape into a canvas of gold, pink, and purple. As darkness falls, the Mediterranean coastline takes on a different character. Fishing boats return to harbors illuminated by warm sodium lights, while the gentle lapping of waves against stone quays creates a soundtrack of timeless tranquility. The Mediterranean climate supports a unique ecosystem of plants perfectly adapted to long, dry summers and mild, wet winters. Wild rosemary, thyme, and lavender perfume the air, while olive trees, some centuries old, stand as living monuments to the region's agricultural heritage. The distinctive boats of the Mediterranean, Greek kayaks, Italian gazzi, and Spanish lots, add splashes of color to ancient harbors. These traditional vessels, many still hand-built using centuries-old techniques, represent the enduring connection between Mediterranean peoples and the sea. Finally, we observe the human element that makes Mediterranean landscapes so special. Seaside, where locals gather to watch the world go by, bustling fish markets where the day's catch is displayed, and narrow streets where laundry hangs between ancient buildings. These scenes capture the essence of Mediterranean life by the sea. From the dramatic cliffs of the Atlantic to the gentle curves of the Mediterranean, Europe's coastal landscapes offer infinite variety and timeless beauty. As we continue our journey, we move inland to explore the continent's enchanting forests and rolling countryside, where nature and human cultivation have created some of the world's most beloved landscapes. Beneath the dancing aurora borealis, where ancient Vikings once sailed and modern explorers still dream, lies the mystical realm of Northern Europe. Here, where the midnight sun illuminates endless summer days and the polar night brings celestial light shows, nature displays its most dramatic performances. Our journey begins under the celestial canopy of the aurora borealis, nature's most spectacular light show. These ethereal curtains of green, purple, and pink light are created when solar particles collide with Earth's atmosphere, painting the Arctic sky in colors that seem almost otherworldly. For centuries, these dancing lights have inspired myths and legends across moving to Norway's western coast. We enter the realm of the fjords, ancient glacial valleys now filled with seawater and surrounded by towering cliffs. The Enkrafjord and Geirangerfjord showcase nature's power to sculpt landscapes where waterfalls cascade hundreds of meters down sheer rock faces, and emerald waters reflect the dramatic mountains above. Iceland's otherworldly interior reveals a land where fire and ice have shaped the terrain for millennia. Here, geysers erupt regularly from the earth. Hot springs bubble in fields of black sand, and glaciers flow over active volcanoes. This is a landscape that constantly reminds us of Earth's dynamic nature. Sweden's northernmost region, Swedish Lapland, offers a more gentle interpretation of Arctic beauty. Vast forests of pine and spruce stretch toward the horizon, their branches heavy with snow. Here, reindeer roam freely across the tundra, and the traditional lifestyle of the indigenous Sami people continues much as it has for thousands of years. Finland's landscape is defined by water. Over 188,000 lakes dot the country, creating a mosaic of blue and green that changes with the seasons. The Finnish Lakeland region showcases this unique geography, where forests meet water in countless combinations, and silence becomes a precious commodity. Denmark's relatively gentle coastline offers a different perspective on Nordic beauty. White chalk cliffs rise from the Baltic Sea, while sandy beaches stretch for kilometers. The Danish islands create a network of straits and sounds that have been navigated by sailors for over 1,000 years. During the summer months above the Arctic Circle, the sun never sets, creating a surreal landscape of perpetual daylight. This midnight sun phenomenon allows for unique photographic opportunities and creates a sense of timelessness that's hard to find elsewhere on Earth. The Arctic tundra, found across northern Scandinavia, presents a landscape of stark beauty. During the brief summer, this seemingly barren land explodes with wildflowers, Arctic poppies, dwarf birches, and countless other species that have adapted to survive in one of Earth's harshest environments. Norway's Jostedalsbreen and Iceland's Vatnajökull are among Europe's largest glaciers, rivers of ice that flow slowly toward the sea. Within these massive ice formations, hidden ice caves create cathedral-like spaces of pure blue ice, carved by meltwater that follows ancient paths through the glacier. The boreal forests of northern Europe stretch across vast distances, creating a green carpet that covers much of Scandinavia. In autumn, these forests transform into a palette of gold, red, and orange, while in winter, they become a monochrome wonderland of snow and shadow. The North Sea coastlines of Norway, Scotland, and Denmark feature dramatic cliffs that serve as nesting sites for millions of seabirds. Puffins, gannets, and countless other species create a cacophony of sound during breeding season, while the relentless pounding of waves shapes the coastline continuously.